kitchen. So today I am making a tomato soup with tortellini and spinach in my pressure cooker. I'm actually going to be using the crock pot section, so the slow cooker. So let's get going. So I'm doing the slow cooker part for today only because it's a rainy day. I took my dog to the vet this morning and my mom's coming down. I'm going to go take her shopping. So I have an onion here and I have my pressure cooker set aside because I only have this much room. So when I cut an onion, I just cut it in half, cut the tip off, leave the little hairy end on, and then I'll peel this layer. So when I wash these and then I let them dry, because I use this stuff to make my stock. So like the super papery stuff I really don't save, but because I get the first lining, that all has flavor in it. So I'm gonna use that. The reason I leave the hairy end on is so I can keep it in. I don't slice it towards my hand. I'm just going to do some dices. Because onions already have layers. Kind of like ogres, right? Love Shrek. So if you see, it already has just a nice dice to it. Nice even layer. And you don't have to worry about a thing. So because I leave the hairy end on and I make stock, I don't go all the way down to the nub so I don't get my fingers. I'll just put that in my freezer bag. And once I get enough bags put together, I will make stock. So I have my onions all chopped up. I'm gonna put these aside for right now. And then we're gonna bring this up and forward. Plug her in. So I'm gonna add in 3 tablespoons of olive oil. This fun little doodad. Teaspoons, tablespoons. Whoops, too much. Did about a tablespoon too much. And I'm making a mess. All right, so I have the 3 tablespoons of olive oil in the pot. Put that aside, and let me go grab all the other ingredients. So I'm gonna turn my pot on to brown and saute, and it's just on high. So I'm actually just gonna add everything right in here. So I'm gonna add the onion that I diced up. So first we're gonna make a paste, and I'm actually going to do a delay setting because I'm doing this so early. We're gonna do just a pinch of salt, so about a teaspoon. Do about a half a teaspoon of black pepper. I have some basil here. I am a hot mess today. Must be the weather. A tablespoon of dry basil. I'm also gonna need 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. So I like the tomato paste in the tubes. They last much longer than the ones in the can. I only have a little bit left. So that's about a tablespoon. And if you still have plenty of this left, make sure you do the proper etiquette and roll it out like a toothpaste. But I'm out of that. So I still need another tablespoon, so I do have the canned. Just a little more, kind of eyeballing it. So I put that in before I'm gonna add anything else because I want that tomato paste to kind of cook out a little bit. It's been sitting in this for a while, so you want to bloom the flavor. What I'm gonna do with this is put it in a small Ziploc bag, put it in the freezer, and if I need a tablespoon or so, I can just break a piece off. So while that tomato paste is blooming, I also have flour. I'm going to need 1/3 cup. So we're actually going to be making like a paste. So I have the flour ready. Just set this aside. Let me grab a clove of garlic. Just picked up some more garlic yesterday. One, 2. We're gonna do 3 cloves. Grab my grater. I'm just going to smash these down a little bit to get the skins off. Put the skins to the side. When you smash them too, if you're gonna cut them up and mince them, it makes it much easier to chop them all up. I just like using the grater. You just have to be careful not to lose your fingers. All right, tomato paste is starting to bloom. I can start to smell it. I also grate the garlic because if I have people over, I don't want them getting a huge hunk of garlic in their mouth. So that's why I do it this way. Little piece of skin. Not my skin, garlic skin. All right. Take this. And if you ever want to get the smell of garlic or onion out of your finger, if you have a stainless steel sink, just rub your fingers against the stainless steel and it gets rid of the scent. And let the tomato paste cook out for about another probably 30, 40 seconds. Just give it a nice stir. And these skins too for the garlic would be really good for the stock as well. All right, so now I'm gonna sprinkle in 1/3 cup of flour. This is just to help the soup get thick. So we're gonna make a nice little paste and we're gonna cook the flour out for about 60 seconds just so it gets rid of that raw flavor. See how nice and pasty that looks? Beautiful. Just a little longer. I still see some white pieces of flour. Awesome, it's coming together, so it's forming nice and sticky. So I'm actually now going to shut the pot off of the brown and saute. I'm making a mess. All right, so now we're gonna add all the other ingredients in. So I'm going to add in my pounded chicken thighs. Put that there because that's some garbage. Just want to separate it just so they're even. If you don't can up your own vegetables, it's perfectly fine. You're just going to want 2 14.5-ounce cans of diced tomatoes. These are just my own because I had such an overabundance of tomatoes last year. Give that a nice little stir. We're going to also add in 4 cups of stock, so chicken or vegetable. This is just my own. All right, so this is what's going to cook down. I am going to bring you up front and I'm going to show you how to set the delay. So we're going to lid this up. I'm not going to put it in the sealed position. It's going to stay in the open position for the valve. So let me bring you up front. So as you see, it is in the open position for the seal. So now we're just going to slow cook. So I'm going to hit the slow cooker and we're going to hit delay timer. So it is 10:39 right now in Connecticut. So I want to wait about an hour, or 20 minutes, it's fine. It's going to be, I want it on low, and it's going to cook for about 5 hours when this starts. So this is going to start counting down before it even starts cooking. So I'll see you guys in about 6 hours and 20 minutes. So this is going to be going for 4.5 hours. I'm going to open it up. We're first going to add in 1 cup of heavy cream. I'm also going to fish out those chicken thighs. Should have grabbed those before I put the cream in, but that's okay. Ah! All right, so those are going to shred up nicely. Let's not waste any of that goodness. I'm going to put in 1/2 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. And let's get a nice spoon. So let's give that a nice stir first. All right. So I bought a bunch of spinach on sale and I just put it in the freezer. This is gonna wilt down a lot. I'm just gonna throw that in the pot, along with a 20 ounce, which is approximately, it's frozen, approximately 3 to 4 cups of tortellini. That's not working. Use whatever type of tortellinis that you like. You can use fresh. You just want to let them sit only for about 10 minutes. This is all going to sit in here for about a half hour, so everything can warm through and the spinach can melt. So let's get those nice and submersed. And the spinach is already starting to wilt. Right, and let's grab some forks. Put this back a little bit. So for the chicken, you can either cut it up and cube it, or you can just shred it. Really easy. I'm gonna do big chunks though. Just for bite-sized pieces. It's gotten very tender since it's slow cooked. And a lot of people have asked how to use the slow cooker portion of an Instant Pot. So, and with the delay, you don't have to be worried about it. This would be great for when you only need to cook something for like 4 hours versus 8-9 hours while you're actually at work. This side, just put it right back into the pot. Let's bring this back up. Just give it a nice stir. The tortellini block is already broken. So this is gonna sit anywhere between 20 to 30 minutes. Let's get that spinach nice and mixed in. It's a beautiful color. Let me bring it up top. So this is a beautiful color. So it's a blush color with just wilted spinach. Oh, it looks so good. All right, so now the tortellinis just have to heat through and then it'll be time to serve. So I'm gonna place the lid back on. Make sure that the seal valve is still in the open position. Just shut it up. So it counts down from 8 hours. So not too far along. We'll do it for the full 24 minutes. So it says the remaining 3 hours and then we can serve. All right, so now I'm just gonna shut this off. Open this back up. It's thickened up nicely because of the starch from the pasta and the cream. So let's serve this up. Gorgeous. And voila. Slow cook, Instant Pot, creamy tomato soup. Hope you guys enjoy.